Well, I don't know about you boys, but geez, I've had a good day and I'm ready for a Bonox.
Yeah, that was recording. So that's what your fans want to hear around the world, yeah.
The voice of an angel, this man.
Matt Young singing Craig McLachlan songs. Youngy and Toddy and Higgy.
Yeah.
What's going on, boys?
How are you? Is it for you Higgy now?
Oh, no, we just went with what I was calling you guys, so I thought I'd go with it.
Throw a Y on the end, it's great.
Yeah.
It's un-Australian if you don't.
That's exactly
right.
right.
YRNO, yeah. That's good.
So, how was the show? What did you think? I thought it was pretty good today.
Had a good time. A bloke broke his ankle.
Yeah.
And
It's
was
always a good sign.
copping a bit of morphine at the end of the show.
Was he on the green whistle?
Oh, no, they were injecting him with something.
Shit.
Yeah, but he was pretty stoked that he got to see us, and then he got to hear the rest of the set from the first day.
Lying down on a bed, lazy guy. But he was all right. I think I saw him getting wheeled away, and then he's in hospital now.
Yeah,
getting the care that he needs.
To be honest, it's pretty cool that someone really showed up early and just was stoked they got to see us, even though he broke his ankle and can't see any of the other bands.
It was a cool crowd. It was a good crowd.
Yeah,
it was good. We were really happy with the turnout there. And I usually judge it by the wall of death that we do when I'm standing in the middle, how hard I get smashed. And I got smashed pretty hard today. I was on my ass.
I thought you were in trouble there today because I often watch that. Like, it happens almost every show, and usually you see Youngy sort of Houdini'd out the back somewhere, and he's back in front of you all of a sudden, but I couldn't see him come out today, and I just
he's on the floor.
Yeah. I sort of thought I heard the mic clunk on the ground or something. I'm like, he's probably in a bit of trouble here.
You can say fuck.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, that was a pretty full-on wall of death today. It was nice to see that the crowd was getting into it. And I think they don't have much of a choice when you and Slats get into them.
Oh, exactly, man. We just have a great time with the audience. And I think, being here in Melbourne today, like, as opposed to Adelaide yesterday, there was not too many people sort of like pinpointing me as the target in the wall of death. But here in Melbourne, because we know a few more people here and all that sort of stuff, I copped an elbow in the face, and then I copped one in the neck, and then I thought I was out, and then this dude just lined me up and just gave me the full body treatment.
Well, mate, you came out looking pretty bloody good, so.
I got a bit of a fat lip, I think. But,
you do too.
It just makes you look
cuter,
natural without Botox.
Well, that's right. Going for that fish lip
Definitely
look.
cuter. All the Hollywood stars are doing it.
It didn't cost you 10 grand to get it done.
Perfect.
Yeah. Just speaking of like the audience, you guys abuse everyone, which I love, and Australians get that though.
Yep.
How does it overseas? How did the Yanks take to it when you first went over there?
I think they're starting to get it a little bit now.
As far as I'm concerned, obviously King Parrot had done one tour of the States before I joined, but they get it. They seem to like it.
They love Aussies over there, I think, and they embrace the sense of humour,
Yeah. They probably don't even understand a word we're saying. They just kind of laugh on cue because you're supposed to laugh when Youngy or Slat stop talking, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably right. You didn't do South by Southwest, did you?
No, but I'm going to do it in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Because I was speaking to a couple of people who were there when you did do South by, and it was only they reckon there was only about 3 or 4 people in the crowd that knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
How was that one?
South by Southwest? Yeah, that was good. We had a great time last year, and that was really like probably the first 5 or 6 shows, I guess, that we actually played over in the States. We did a few in California before we went down to Texas. But yeah, we ended up doing one main showcase, but then we added like another 5 shows while we were there. So it went really well, but I think this year we're just going to concentrate on doing maybe just 1 or 2 showcases there and just make sure they're really good ones. And
did they invite you back then? Is that how it worked?
Last year we got invited, we applied, but now that we've sort of got a bit more established over in the States, our booking agent has just booked us a few shows over there. Cool. So it's probably not in as such a official capacity, but we are doing like an official showcase. So
cool.
I think that's the first show of the Weed Eater tour, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's 2 shows there now that we're doing. So
that's a lovely segue, by the way, Toddy, into the next event, which is the Weed Eater tour of the States.
Yeah, well, obviously the first show is South by Southwest with Weed Eater. So
Yeah.
How did that one come about then? Did you know any of the guys in that, or did you hook up during the last tour with Down? And
Well, actually, it's kind of weird because Pepper, the guitarist from Down, he grew up with all the guys from Weed Eater, and we've been talking as well, but our booking agent books Weed Eater as well. So, and they'd been talking about teaming both the bands up because they thought it was work, you know. So we got the US tour, and then they sort of said that they were doing some Europe shows as well, and so we jumped on those too. So we're going to Europe a couple of days. First time in Europe. And a couple of days after Soundwave finishes in Brisbane, we're going to fly straight over to Germany and meet up with the guys over there and do a couple of weeks in Europe and then over to the States for another month.
how cool is that?
Yeah.
Loving it.
Have you either been to Europe before?
Yeah.
Even as a tourist or a band?
Both, yeah.
Oh, no, I've only ever done it as a band. So
You don't get to see much though, do you? Because you show, then you're away, then you show, then you're in a car again. And
the cool thing when I did it was that the band I was playing, we had a Swedish guitarist, so we actually lived in Sweden for a couple of weeks, did a tour, went back and lived there again, and then kind of were based either there or at his mate's place in London. So
that makes it a little bit easier.
yeah, it was cool because we actually got to see some stuff and do some things, and you know, we did a few festivals over the weekends and just hung out in London for a week. And
Bloody hell, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And that's the rock and roll lifestyle, mate. You must have been raking in the cash.
Oh yeah, that's what. It's a funny story. Like we played a gig and the kids jumped up on stage and stole all mine and the support band drummer's drumsticks, and like we said to the security dude, like they've taken all our sticks, and the guy's like, you don't need drumsticks, you're rich. And I said, mate, you got paid probably a hell of a lot more than I would have got tonight, and I won't even see any of that. So, yeah, you know.
Get me my fucking drumsticks back.
Oh, and he did. He got them back.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Do you have any endorsements like that for that sort of stuff now?
Well, I've
been lucky enough for that to happen?
Pretty much when I kind of stepped into King Parrot, I got Pearl, Zildjian, Remo.
What don't this guy have?
Oh, really? He's getting looked after the most. That's the shitty thing, being the singer.
Yeah.
You get fuck all.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get a guitar, you don't get drums, you don't get sticks.
I did have a couple of endorsements, but obviously I took the better cymbal one, and I'm still with the same pedal company and Trick Drums.
Got to get that one out there. And you get bottles of water.
I'm endorsed by Mount Franklin and Melbourne Water Supply.
That lovely.
Yeah,
lovely.
yeah.
So you just get into the lollies. You're going to sign the fridge for me as well.
That's
this
actually
is signed by the Stars,
Okay,
though.
cool.
Look.
Yeah.
Signed by the Stars.
We got to sign the back side, signed by the arseholes of Sound.
Yeah, that's
We'll
right.
sign like the ticket on the cord that says the electricity works.
Do you want anything out of that fridge? It's fairly stocked at the moment.
I heard that there's a few. Look at that, mate. We got.
Where's the Tim Tams?
I
heard
there's
water.
water. There's water. There's
Down the bottom in the crisper tray.
The hummus. Oh, is there some celery and hummus?
Yeah, there's
Oh, mate.
I want some
hummus.
celery and hummus.
Hoagie's bloody
bars.
Oh, look at this. Oh, fantastic.
I love those Carmen's bars.
We're right. Oh,
And Mr. Paul Ho's
who's on the
coming with
protein
his
shakes? Jesus.
shake.
The Hogue brothers over there on the protein shakes.
Yeah, Jesus, shakes and hummus.
Get a Powerade Zero in you, mate.
Yeah, Powerades and
No, I'm serious about the fucking Tim Tams. Where are
yeah,
they?
they're there.
Okay. Oh, good.
Bananas. Fuck.
Oh, now I'm getting all my shit stolen from
Bananas.
everyone else.
Jesus. Chocolicious bites. Fantastic.
Yeah, they're like a little 2-pack. Get into them.
All right, great.
Put the things
Two-pack,
down.
great
You open
rapper.
it, Matty, and I'll talk to Toddy about the new album.
Great.
So you went over to the States and spent a fair bit of time actually in Vermont, in a barn.
Yeah, that was great.
That's where you just like wrote the songs, wasn't it? That was just tracking them out and.
Yeah, well, it was a friend. It was a friend of the band's, I guess. He basically said that. Well, we met him at the first show and met up with him at the first show, and he said we could stay at his joint and use his parents'
good's
barn after he'd had a few beers, and so. Youngy remembers these things and holds people to it, and it's sure enough it happened, and it was great. Like, pretty much just stayed in this small town in Vermont called Newfane and wake up every day and go write songs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All the writing happened there, and then you came back, I think, didn't you? Did a couple of shows, and then went back and did the Down tour, and then went to Anselmo's joint to record, didn't you?
Yeah.
House Score?
Pretty much, that's kind of how it happened. Yeah.
You
And
know,
it was the same thing again at Phil's joint. It was like we stayed there. And then instead of driving half an hour to a barn to write songs, we just walked 30 seconds to his barn and recorded them.
It's just a weird thing in the last couple of years. It's gone from, you know, busting your ass doing your thing here. Now you're just waking up at Phil Anselmo's joint and recording an album.
Yeah, it was quite surreal. Like, I'd take a shit and like, I'm sitting on Phil Anselmo's toilet. You know? Have a bat in Phil Anselmo's shower.
Oh, you asshole.
So when do we get that? It's called Dead Set? Are we allowed to say that?
We can say that as long as you don't put this to air anytime soon. No, it's fine, whatever. It's coming out in May. It's going to come out in May, and we've got an Aussie tour booked. We're going to announce all that stuff real soon, and you know, we've got some new videos planned and all the stuff that King Parrot does. You know, like.
Did you shoot a video when you were in the US?
You might see something that we filmed while we were recording the album. I think is the first video.
Yeah. Is it a little teaser?
Oh, so it's not actually a film clip as such.
Well,
it's some, you know, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I don't want to put any sort of like.
Yeah, it might just.
It is what it is. You know, it's a video. It's a King Parrot video, and it's and we just kind of wanted to document what we did there. And,
oh, cool.
And you know, it's just us being us and hanging out and having a good time. And yeah, if it's a video, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing now, because King Parrot has gained that reputation over the last couple of videos that, you know, people look forward to them because they're different. You're doing it better than most people, which is good.
Yeah, actually, we're going to do a little one tomorrow, and I'm super stoked because apart from the little teaser at Phil's place, this will be my first appearance in a real film clip, you know.
Well, apart from the Who Dropped the Soap video.
Well, I did the Who Dropped the Soap, but you know.
Yeah. But we got a good one planned. We're filming it tomorrow in Melbourne, and we've got a good plan, and we've got our regular video guy, Dan Farmer, on board again, and we're stoked. I just love working with Dan. He's just such an awesome creative dude, and you know, when we get there and we film and stuff, and he just comes up with these great ideas, and you know, I have total faith in his ability to make good videos, you know, and he likes the band, he gets the band, and he understands our sense of humor and stuff, I guess. So I think it's really good to have him on board again, you know, and doing some stuff with him.
Looking forward to the teaser video and that one and the new album, guys. Thanks for swinging by, and kick it in the dick when you get up to Sydney and Brisbane.
Will do, Higgo.
Definitely, mate.
Thanks, Higgy.
No worries, Youngy.
Brisbane's my hometown show, so I'm definitely going to kick several dicks.